welcome back to my channel. To those of you who do not know me, my name is Tumi Rose, and to my old subbies, welcome back. And to those of you who tune in first for the first time, I hope that you would enjoy watching this video and consider subscribing to my channel. I know it's been long ever since I posted, but it's due to adulthood is choking me, but anyway, we move, and I'm really sorry for the inconsistency. I know it's kind of put you off if you one of my subscribers and you're looking forward to see many of my videos, but I'm not delivering. Going forward, it will be much better since I've settled, and yeah. So anyway, without wasting any more time, let's get to what the video is about. As you can see by the title, the video is about my experience about uh, moving to another city. As most of you know that I'm from Pretoria, and now recently relocated to Durban, and yeah. So yeah, with everything that has been going on and me not shooting, it was not because I chose not to. I was doing nothing. No, I was kinda occupied, and I still wanted to settle in the side, which was not one of the easiest things for me. Yeah, personally. So yeah. So I moved here, Jan, and but I came here. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I came here for an interview in December 31st, and yeah, when I received an email, it was on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere there. It was the 27th, and I was pretty much excited because after so long of not being employed and just sitting around, just being a student, it was pretty much starting to drain me and putting me, you know, depression mode. But I was like, okay, cool. There's. So I received an email on the 27th, and on the 31st I had to go for an interview. When I received an email, uh, Christmas has passed. Those public holidays has passed just after Christmas, and you really pretty much left with some few because I was not working. Obviously, I did not even have more than 200 rand in my account, but I had to force things, yeah, to make it, and yeah, just make sure that I go get this. After receiving the email, I told my aunt about it, and she kind of had 300 rand that he can contribute that time, and pretty much after she contributed, I probably had 400 and something rand. Yeah, 400 and something rand. So yeah, that's, and mind you, on that 400 and something rand, I had to come to Durban. I had to go back home. I need to book an accommodation for the night. Just before I can go to the interview, I have to eat on the road. You know, like, yeah, I had to do that. All of those things. Obviously, it was not enough. Obviously, it was not enough. But what happened was, when I went to the interview, okay, a friend of mine I told a friend of mine about it. For the first time, I I told a friend of mine about it, and I think she sent me 150. So at least I had around about 500 and something, close to 600 rand, and it was kind of better for me to can go, and because the reason I'm saying it was better because I was fortunate enough because when I went for an interview for the first time, it was one of my facilitators for my training kind of linking me up with someone who stays outside I can go sleep over at her place, but in their flat you have to pay an amount of 100 rand for you to be able to sleep over. So I did that instead of taking money, maybe booking an accommodation of 200 and something or 300 something, because when I checked online it was around those rates, 200 and something, going up. And I did not have that money, mind you, because I had to put it in mind that there's a possibility of me coming back here, so I shouldn't be wasting any money. Even the food thing of me like leaving home thinking, okay, sharp, I'll buy food on the road. I didn't do that. I prepared some lunch box, whatever you can call it, and yeah, food for the road. I did that, and I came to Durban for an interview for the first time. Coming back from the interview, okay, I went for an interview on the 30th. Yeah, I came, and on the 31st, I went for an interview in the morning, and I came back on the 31st. I went for an interview, then booked my ticket to come back. I was with my friend, mind you. We both applied for this position. We were both called for an interview. So we went for an interview. We came back to the place that we were crashing in, so that we can wait until our bus arrives, because we booked the bus that was departing on like around 7. So yeah, we went to the beach meantime, because yeah, you can probably just sit around at someone's place when they are not there. So we went to the beach, have some time like chill there, until I bumped into one of my old school, like former classmates. And yeah, so he kind of like invited us to come and do crossover with them, but because we had our ticket already booked, he was like, no, I can cancel them and book you guys tickets for tomorrow. So we both went to this station to go and change our tickets to the following day, which was the first, because he kind of felt like it was very off for us to leave on the 31st. When crossover will happen, it means we'll probably still be on the way, because if we're leaving here around 7:30 to 8 o'clock, we'll probably get home tomorrow, which will kind of not be so exciting. So he went and changed our ticket. We went back to his place in Pine Town. Yeah, it was nice. We had a beautiful crossover night, and it was nice. It was nice experience with strangers, a house full of strangers, crazy ones. They are not those with hidden agendas, or people that were looking forward to be in your space. You know what I mean. Usually when guys invite you to their place, you already thinking, should I go, should I not go? But yeah, we're like, as long as we know how to control ourselves, if it comes to that point, we will go back to the place that we were crashing in. So yeah, how we went there, we did cross over. The next morning, I came back to Pretoria. I think I waited 2 days. Then after 2 days, the first one was not an interview, was a test, a written test. So I passed the test, and I was called for the second time for an interview. So I went for an interview again, and I still did not have money. Mind you, that was just about 3 days. One would say if you would have known, you would have stayed in Durban. You would have stayed behind and wait until they call you. But I didn't know that I was gonna be called because, girl, the English, but it was met an English part, and the English part kinda, you know, said that I didn't believe that I would make it, but I did. I did. How, I don't know. But I would like to believe that the 80% on the English part, I did not get it, because why I would say maybe the reason maybe why I was called it was because maybe my marks were better than the majority. The majority called. Maybe that can be one of the reasons why I was called, or because my maths questions were much better, because on that one it was things that I know and I practiced. So yeah, I was called for an interview. Second time I went there and I came for an interview. Then a friend, oh, the a girl that I met for the first time in the written test, um, kind of booked a place in Devon, so already like I had a place to stay because she allowed me to crash in with her. So I did that because on that day buses rates were very very expensive something, and like I had 300 and something, 320, 330, not even 350. So yeah, they were kind of like expensive, but for the following day when I checked, it was better. So I bought the ticket for the following day that in that the chick has booked. So I went there, sleep over there, and the next morning I came back home in Pretoria. So I had to wait for the final results. The final results came around about after 4 days, and you got this. You got the job, and congratulations, you are one of the candidates. You know. So yeah, I was pretty much excited about it. I don't wanna lie, I was pretty much excited about it, and in everything that I look back into, like I feel like it was one of the what the I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I made it through. Okay, cool. We were told to come and do our pink checks and everything. And mind you, you come and do uh, print checks, criminal record thing, and we went there, guys. Okay, that time I did not have money at all. I did not have money at all, and my aunt was not paid yet. The 10th, the 9th, when I was called for prints, nobody had money, guys. You know, you're from December, the crossover. If people have child their money, people literally have nothing in their accounts, and people are buying kids their stationaries and everything. My aunt has her own kids, so remember, I can't just, and even in my context, people have kids. People do not have spare money that is put aside for you in case something kinda do not go well for you, or to come and rescue you every time you need help. No, people have plans. People have things they have budgeted for. So yeah, I needed to understand that. So anyway, I still believe that no, I'll make it to Devon. I'll make it to Devon. So I came up with an idea because guys, I had no any other plan of how I would raise all those funds for me to come this side, because remember I had to have money for transport, money for accommodation, money for food, money for me from the accommodation to the workplace, right? So, like, I did not have money. And guess how I raised the funds? Through my WhatsApp contacts, guys. I've put a status on my WhatsApp. I've sent people, because I know not everyone check their status, because the status is, people can pass 24 hours without looking at their statuses. So what I did is I put the status and also forwarded all my WhatsApp contacts. All my WhatsApp contacts. I forwarded them the message asking for donation. I've said it. The reason why I've put it as a donation and not as, can you please lend me? Can you please borrow me? No, I didn't want to do that, because the possibility of me not passing at the training, because we were called for training first before we can be, employed. So the possibility of me not passing the training phase, they were there, and I didn't want people to be on my back and say, no, to me, you borrowed me, you borrowed this much from me, you said you're gonna pay it on this day, blah 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 blah. Guys, I did not want that, so I had to. So yeah, that was it, and I had to, be honest with myself that there's a possibility, there are chances that I might get this job, I might not get this job. Let me get to the training and see how things goes. Let me not be too sure about it. So yeah, that happened, and yeah, my training was 8 weeks. Came with the donation money. My donation money, at least, I think it was around about 1,800 and something. Okay, cool, 1,800 and something, and one of my friends already booked the ticket for me to come. So 1,800 and something was just for transport and other things to do the side. So I paid transport on that, accommodation, which is 1,500 rand, and I was left with 300 and something. That 300 and something, guys, I needed to eat food, like some groceries and that can push me for around about 2 weeks, because we were getting paid weekly, but the first week we didn't get paid because payroll was still busy with our documents and stuff. So, but it has to push me for 2 weeks that I made sure. But because the taxes from the places that I was staying in, it was not expensive. So I was paying 7 rand from the place to pay 1.5 and the 7 rand for the 2 weeks, and buy broad bread and eggs that could last me for 2 weeks. And if I was tired of eggs, peanut butter and tea or cold drink. So that pushed me through, guys. That pushed me through. I made sure. Mina, I was not going the trends. I was not a groupie. I was not. People when are doing this, I'm doing this. When people are doing this, I'm doing this. No, I was minding my own business, guys. I was living within my means, and that's pretty much important thing that you should do if you know that things are not looking good for you. Do not go with the trends. Do not go with what people are doing, what your other mates or your colleagues are doing. No, be you, do you, and yeah, be honest with yourself when it comes to certain things, because you might be destroying yourself. So that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned, and I am still proud of myself that I was able to contain myself and yeah, to stay true to myself up until to this day. So yeah, and my contact list that have made it possible for me to be here have been asking if Durban is much better than Pretoria, or which one do I find more exciting and kind of good. But I would say I still would prefer to be in Pretoria than to be here. Yes, I've always wished to move to another city, but Devon is not. It was not on the list of the cities that I wanted to relocate it to. To relocate, it happened. It happened. I wanted to relocate, and the fact that it happened this way, it means it's how it meant to be. So yeah, but I would still choose Pretoria over Devon because Devon, the only thing, the only thing good about Devon is the ocean. Other than that, there's nothing exciting. There's nothing beautiful. There's nothing. But we are not here for beauty anyway. We have to pay bills. Adulting is not for the weakest. So we have to do what we have to do to be able to pay our bills. So yeah, besides that, it's a chilled environment, and yeah. Anyway, I'm not someone who's out there. I'm not a grovist, and I wouldn't know about maybe places for groves and everything. And yeah, probably you guys have heard about places like Gaza City and yeah, some clubs around Florida and everything. Yeah, I've went out maybe for lunches and dinners. Groove I've never, so I wouldn't even say okay, I went to this place, it was great and everything. No, I can't say that. So yeah, that was my experience, and most importantly to say thank you to everyone who have contributed. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't have been possible though. And guys, I wanna stress this enough. Check your cycle. Your cycle is like your cycle represents you, and your cycle must, when people have got your back, there's no way you can go wrong, guys. So yeah, check your cycle. Be sure that you choose the right people in your life, and you treat them well, and you treat them the way that they treat you. This life thing is not easy, and I want to say I'm grateful, and I am feeling blessed to have you guys in my life. And I hope that now that my training is over, I'll be kicking some ass in in the workplace. And thank you guys, thank you. And I am very much proud of myself that I've made it through, and now things are looking better. And yeah, man, yeah, I'm so much grateful. I hope that in your hearts you sitting there knowing that you have made a difference. And to everyone who have been watching this video till the end, I want to say thank you to you too. And to those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I hope that now is the right time for you to consider subscribing, click that notification. And yeah, until we meet on my next video, bye.